All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. His first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. These Jags and Jets, they met in one of the stranger games a season ago, Week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets, but how about the Jaguars finishing their year at the AFC Championship game?
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On second down, here's Keenum. That's complete to Robinson, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Keenum. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
No, Roger.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And this will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Keenum. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Carr to throw on second down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The result, a first down, as the quick slant gets him 14. On first down, they run with Howard. And some room to work. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Shotgun now for Carr. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Here we go. White Monday, down. Down. 180. Go, go. Get set, get set. 637.
On play action, now Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Down. 280. 808.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, go.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And it's complete. Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Keenum. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Alongside the former defensive back, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the air again, Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey. Down. You ready? Later one. 6-18. Go Chief.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Caught left side, Garcon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on first down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-18. Express.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Later one. Get set. 280.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down. 185.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Cameron Wake in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Very left, very left. Hey, on yours.
On first down, Keenum. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Carr now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Carr now on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Carr. Throw a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go.
Keenum now on first down. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Keenum. Man open left side, it's Williams. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Jaguars on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Yeah, we're good, we're good. Hey, orange, orange! Orange, orange!
Now it's Keenum. He's going to fire one deep over into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And some space here. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now it's Carr. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Carr now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, and very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. The tackle that time by William Hayes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
7:34. Get down, get down. All right, 80.
On 1st down, Carr over the middle, complete. It's Parker. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
24.
They go with Howard again. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for New York. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up in empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
All right. Go doctor. Here goes the high.
They start the drive with Martin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Keenum. Forced out to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Roger.
first down. Here's the run with Martin. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now Keenum throwing on second. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Michael O'Matawanui. And it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They'll run for it with Martin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Doug Martin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 7:34. Later, 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On play action, it's Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, he gets this one to Garcon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, 7:34.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Express. You're mine. 7:34.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Keenum. And running with power here. And it's complete. Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Keenum now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They give to Martin. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach, you look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off. And
he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. And off comes to Martin. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running for it. Here's Martin. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Jacksonville, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, get the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis. Rape in the city. That's light. LED. Look at the light. We the ones don't like, but you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No. Da Vinci is